If you have $100 laying around and want to invest in your product management career, I'm going to go through a bunch of resources that for $100 can level up your business thinking, technical skills, UX basics, and overall take your career to the next level. Let's go. Hey, my name's Aakash. I have a decade of product experience. I'm a Harvard MBA grad and angel invest in startups. Subscribe for ways that you can level up your product management skills and career. First, let's cover a bunch of free resources. Check out Lenny's newsletter, Stratechery, Exponent, Shreyas Doshi, and Product School. Spend about 5 to 10 hours per week looking at this material, and this will help you get into the habit of thinking from a business and product point of view and bring in a bunch of frameworks very passively into your day-to-day consumption patterns. And honestly, if you don't want to spend any money, you'll get all the information that you need from just these few free resources. However, if you're willing to spend just a little bit of money, you can get all of this information nicely packaged into consumable contents and chunks so that you can make progress most effectively and most efficiently. So start with $15 to sign up for the paid version of Lenny's newsletter and $10 to super follow Shreyas Doshi on Twitter. This video is not sponsored by anyone, but there are some affiliate links in the video description below. If you do want to sign up using those links, you'll be helping this channel out without any additional cost to you. Or don't, I'll still love you. Next, let's look at courses. There's a bunch of great courses on Skillshare, and there's a link below. For the first 100 people that sign up using that Skillshare link, you'll get 1 month free trial instead of just 7 days. And you can even unsubscribe before the free trial ends. In terms of paid courses, I took this course called Become a Product Manager by Cole and Evan, and it was great. It has about 13 hours of video, so it'll take you a couple of months to get through and actually start putting into action. But think of this as a PM 201 course that is great to get the basics in a very structured way. So that's another $18. A free course for technical skills is CS50 for MBAs. This is great because it goes through exactly the kinds of questions that PMs are asked in interviews, as well as the kinds of trade-off decisions that PMs typically have to make in conversations with engineers. For example, what's the best way to sort a list, or what's a way that you can make your system more scalable by reducing the number of API hits. So then let's look at books. The first one is Design of Everyday Things. This is about $10 across Kindle or paperback. This book is great because it goes through a very basic framework and thinking of how to look at the objects in the world around you and think about what is good design and what is bad design. For example, those doors that say push but have a handle, that's kind of confusing and bad design. Next is Building a Story Brand. This is really a must read for every product manager because it talks about how you can use basic story frameworks to build a story around your product that will convince customers to buy your product, and that your product will help them achieve something in their life that will make them the hero of their own story. I highly recommend this book for anyone. The third one, no surprise, is Cracking the PM Interview. Every PM has heard of this book, and it's for a reason. This book goes through the role at a very basic level, breaking down a bunch of different aspects, as well as many sample questions and case studies that you can expect in your interviews. And the fourth one is Cracking the PM Career by the same author. This one goes into a lot more depth and detail about each aspect of the product management cycle, career, growth, promotion, all of the questions that you have around the PM career and skills. To be honest, I also haven't read this one cover to cover. It's more of a reference book that I keep on hand whenever I have a specific question. I'll read the chapter that relates to that part of the product management role. And so far we're only up to $83, so that leaves you a few more dollars to spend on other things and other subscriptions that you might find valuable. Just going through this content will take you a few months, and then to put everything into action will even take you a few years to try out, practice, and master. But just consuming all of this content isn't going to make you a great product manager. And I see this all the time. People make the mistake of consuming a bunch of content but not putting those things into action and practice. They have the theoretical content, but then they make a bunch of mistakes that great product managers have learned from through action and practice themselves. So what you need to do is start your career the right way and compound your growth from the very beginning. And you can watch this video. I explain exactly how to do that.